Monday, and Luis Alvarez, CEO of the Alvarez Technology Group, on the line with us here on Power Talk Radio. Welcome back, Luis.
Good morning, Mark. How are you?
Doing pretty good. So we want to talk about hacking of appliances, and looking at an article here that apparently more of the things that we buy that are smart devices are being targeted by hackers, and it's something to be worried about. What could possibly go wrong if my coffee maker is hacked?
Yeah, so this is a cute story, but it really is emblematic of a problem that is getting worse every day. October is Cybersecurity Awareness Month, as we talked about last week. And this story talks about a guy who figured out how to hack a coffee maker. Basically, it's a coffee maker that had a problem when the firmware that made it easily accessible. It was one of these smart coffee makers that connected to the internet so that you could program it when you were driving home and wanted to have coffee ready when you got home, that sort of thing. And he figured out how to get into the software and alter it to, in this case, not do very much. It was able to spew a bunch of coffee and he could control it remotely, randomly. So in the big picture, not a big deal. But when you stop and think about all the devices in our homes, everything from smart thermostats to Alexa or the Google Nest or all these things that we have in our homes that are connected to the web, and how very few of them have a built-in security measures, it kind of is a scary picture.
So I understand that a lot of these devices do have default passwords, and the end user can always change them to something more robust. So I guess when you buy a coffee maker or any of these types of smart devices, or maybe even a smart TV, when you're setting it up, you want to go ahead and, instead of relying on the default password, which might be like 1234, you would go ahead and come up with something more unique.
Yeah, the thing about these devices is the bad guys don't want to control them to make them do things. They want to control them because then that way they can get into all the other things in your home. So if I can get into your coffee maker and then use your coffee maker, for example, as a gateway to get to your PCs in your house, then all of a sudden I have the keys to the kingdom. And that's really what they're trying to do. They're using these devices not necessarily to impact your life or make your life more difficult. They're using them as ways to get into the real treasure that is sitting in your home, which is your computers and all of that data, that information that you store on those computers, which they can then access via these devices. Be careful when you buy one of these things, and make sure, like you said, to change the default passwords you can.
October is Cybersecurity Awareness Month, and if you want to get up to speed on it, contact the Alvarez Technology Group, alvareztg.com on the web. @AlvarezTG is the Twitter handle, and Luis, the toll-free number for the I-Team.
Give us a call at 866-78-ITEAM. That's 866-784-8326.